Okay, so let's do this question. Like, the question is very easy, okay, as it is a basic problem and it carries only 1 point, but still using this, like through this concept we will be trying to understand what is priority queue. Okay, so the question is that it is given, the question name is k largest element, and okay, and it's on geeksforgeeks platform, and it is given that given an array of n positive integers, print k largest elements from the array. We have to print k largest elements. See, like we can do this question either by arrays, vector, okay, but since we are trying to solve this question using a new approach called priority method, okay, and we will be learning what is priority queue in this. So basically, as the name suggests, okay, let me write what is like the topic that we are going to learn in this priority queue. Okay, priority queue. So priority queue is basically it's sort of a bucket. Okay, it is sort of a bucket which gives a priority to the number that we insert in it. Okay, let's say we are okay, let's talk about this array, this data. It is given, like they are given in a random order. Okay, and if we make, like if we insert them in a bucket called priority queue, if we insert them in a bucket called priority queue, then it will be like we have a bucket with the name of priority queue, and it will automatically arrange the numbers, okay, in decreasing order. Okay, means it will automatically assign 787 at the first position, then 23 at the second, 12 at the third, 5 and so on. Okay, in the same, like priority queue is basically another name for a data structure through which we can arrange the numbers in decreasing order. Okay, it means by default priority queue is equals to decreasing order. Okay, so now we need to see its syntax, and how can we see, like I will tell you how we can see for the first time. We will simply write priority queue Gfg. Okay, see, Google is our best friend whenever we want to learn something new. Okay, so we have clicked on priority queue. Let me close it. Okay, it's loading. Priority queue is a part of STL. Okay, C++ is a priority queue in C++ is a part of STL. So it states that priority queue is a type of container such that the first element of queue is the greatest of all the elements. Okay, and elements are in non-increasing order. In the same way, like I said, it is equals to a bucket. It is priority queue is equals to a bucket which assigns, which sort the number in decreasing order. Okay, decreasing order. And we do not need to use any specific or any like sorting algorithm. Okay, so it is our basic advantage. Okay, so we will be seeing is, see, the basic syntax, like this portal states that the basic syntax to declare a priority queue is this: simply writing priority queue and then in angle brackets the data type that we want the priority queue to store, and simply the name of the priority queue. Okay, and like simple we can push them elements in this, like see, we are trying to push the elements in a random order, like first we push 10, 30, 25 and so on, and while the output is we are getting them in a decreasing order. Okay, decreasing order, it is our main advantage of the priority queue. Okay, so now we will declare a priority queue. It will store integer, and let's name it as PQ. Okay, priority queue integer. See, we will be taking input n because it is given, like going to input. Your task is to that complete the function k largest. It takes the array n and k as input parameters. Okay, so we have 3 input parameters. First, array, that is the elements of the array, n as the length of the array, and k as input parameters. K returns a list of k largest. Okay, k is the, like the number, how much largest number we want to print. Okay, so we will simply okay, the function is already providing us arguments, so we do not need to print any, like we do not need to take any input. Okay, so now we have to input 4 values. Okay, like n values, basically n values. So while n minus minus while n minus minus priority queue n. Okay. See, we already have an array, so we already have array elements, so we can initialize priority queue with array elements. Okay, like initial will be array, and we will initialize all array elements till r goes from r plus n. Okay, the I mean, what does it mean? It means that here priority queue pq will take all the values from r of 0 till r of n. It basically means that. Okay, like if I decomment it so that you can see it properly, it simply means that if we are writing priority queue pq r plus n, it simply means that here pq will be initialized starting from r of 0, and it will take all the values up to r of n minus 1, because last index is always n minus 1. Okay, this is the way how we can initialize in priority queue with an array. So now let's comment it. Okay, we have already commented. Now we know that priority queue is a kind of a bucket that automatically sort number in a decreasing order by default. Okay, we can have a priority queue for increasing order also, okay, by doing a little bit of manipulation, but by default priority queue is in decreasing order, it is non-increasing order. Okay, so now after writing this, after declaring this pq priority queue, we will have a pq which will be like 787.23. okay, let me decomment it so that you can see it properly. 787.23 12 5 and then 1. Okay, pq will be like this. Okay, so now we have sorted, like we have made a priority queue. Now we know that we want to print only k largest element. Okay, like, and it is the first, 787 is first largest element, 23 is second largest element, 12 is third largest element. Okay, now the question states that we have to print k largest element. It means that we have to print the topmost element of priority queue for k times. Okay, well, don't worry, the question will be like this topmost and k times will be clear. What we will do while k minus minus, okay, like we will repeat this process up to k times. We know that the topmost element at in priority queue is always the largest element. Okay, so we will simply see out pq dot top. Okay, again we can go to priority queue blog available on geeksforgeeks. Okay, we can check how we can print topmost element, how we can check gq, like gq is a basically name of the priority queue that they have declared here. We can print for, like, we can get access to first element, that is the topmost element of the priority queue, by simply writing priority queue name dot top. Okay, we can check its size by writing its size. Okay, we can pop out an element. Okay, like we pop out, we use in vectors, we use pop back. In the same way we can pop out first element, that is the top element in the priority queue. Okay, so now while k minus minus, first we will print top element. Okay, this top element will give us first largest element, but we have to print second largest element, third largest element, fourth largest element also. Okay, depending on values of n. So now for second largest element, first we need to take out its first largest element. Okay, so that second becomes first. So we will simply do pq dot pop. Okay, so now what happens, see, here we have made a priority queue. Now taking it as this case as example, n equals to 5 and k equals to q, I mean n equals to 5 and k equals to 2. Okay, so here this line will make an array, make a priority queue pq, and it will go from r of 0 to r of plus 5. Okay, because n is 5. Okay, now pq will be this thing, k minus minus, here k equals to 2. Okay, I'm trying to run this code. I'm trying to show you how to run this code. Okay, k equals to 2. So see, well, when it will enter, like when it will enter the loop, k will be 2, k equals to 2, but as soon as we enter in the loop, k will become 1. Okay, so it will first print pq dot pop. See, first element is 787, so it will print 787. Now it will pq dot pop, it means now it will pop out topmost element. Okay, So now PQ will pop out 787. So now again, new PQ will become 23, 12, 5 and 1. See, we have removed topmost element. It means now 23, I mean the element that was second largest earlier becomes first largest now. Okay, and at this time k equals to 1. Now again it will go here. Okay, again it will go here while k minus minus. So now at the time of entering into loop, k is 1.